Now, another thing we need to look at and perhaps internalize it before we even dive into the actual coding. Those are small things, but nevertheless very important, is that each language that you will learn or that you've learned, it has its own style, what they call the naming convention, right? How are the file names, the code files, how are they named? How do you name your variables? What are the do's and don'ts and so forth? That is very important because what that does is it allows us to write concise code, not just for the machine, but also for other developers and yourself, so that we have this very nicely organized and recognizable patterns, if you will. Okay, so that's one thing important to always notice. Style is very important. Now, if you go to Language Tour, again, we are at .lang.org. If you click here, so if you scroll down a little bit here, you'll see here says, note, our code follows the conventions in the Dart style guide, right? It says, for example, we use two space indentation and so forth. So when I already have it open, so click there. It gives you the effective Dart style. You can read through here, but essentially tells you the same thing that I told you about style in coding, especially in Dart, and the reasons why we do that. Of course, you can read that on your own time. One of the for identifiers says do name types using upper camel case. This is what upper camel case looks like. So essentially, the first letter for every word that you're creating has to be upper case. Okay, so this says also do name libraries and source files using lowercase with underscores. So if you look back here, they actually do what they are preaching. Let's go back to the main here. See, it says Dart. Everything, all the imports, these are libraries that we're importing. You know, notice the naming of the main is all lowercase. Let's see if I can find another example here. I don't think I can find it, but in any case, you get the point. Okay, so this should be something that you need to follow, because again, it just brings together the Dart feel, the Dart style, Dart language style, if you will, which is very important for other developers and for yourself, so that everything is concise and everything looks uniform as other developers look at your code. Okay, and notice ordering here, formatting, avoid lines longer than 80 characters. Okay, most people write one line of code that is more than 80 characters. That's not stylish, and we strive to be stylists. So this is real good. Oh, don't use tabs. Did not know that. Okay, all of this stuff. You know, sometimes transgressions happen, and that's not to worry too much. But as much as you can, please go back and always look at what is it that the style, Dart language style, requires us to do. I'll do the same too, because I learned so many languages, so sometimes mix them all up. So if you see me making a few mistakes here as we code, please let me know. let me know so you can hold me accountable as well. And if you keep going down here, it really tells you the meaning of upper camel case, right? It says names capitalize the first letter of each word, including the first. There's also identifier as lower camel case. This is very nice. So there's different ways in which you can create your identifiers, and also you can do this kind of identifiers like that. Okay, so at least they give us different ways to do that. One thing I would have to say though is you need to be very consistent. If you choose one, just keep with that one convention. Okay, don't mix and match too much. For instance, create a class using the upper camel case. This is the upper camel case, and so forth. All right. Notice this is the example I was looking for libraries or source files. So if you were creating, let's say, person source file, which contains a class of some sort, this is how you do it, right? Everything is lowercase. You put an underscore. That's very important. Very good. So take time to go through this and read it, and so that you are situated, so that we start off with doing things the right way. All right? Perfect. I'll see you in the next video.